Welcome back to our channel, or welcome if you're new.
That's Danielle. I'm Caitlin.
We're our time of the month.
Most of the time, sometimes.
Yeah. Anyway, today
We are doing a much requested video.
hair routine.
Hair routine.
How we curl our hair. Pretty simple. We are not professionals. We make mistakes and we just roll with it.
Yep.
We have an event today, so we have to be very prompt.
Yes.
We need to get going.
Oh, yes, we have 30 minutes.
And we have to get dressed.
Oh, Lord.
I told you.
Okay, I mean, this always happens to us. But, okay, so part of the thing, well, I think we're lucky. I don't have any, like, brushes.
Here, you can use that.
I have multiple.
I will tell you what I do as I go. How about that?
So, start with telling everybody how dirty is your hair today.
I washed it yesterday, so
Same.
I did put a little bit of Kenra Shine Spray throughout my hair. I've really been loving this, and I super love the smell, and I'm going to, at the end of this, probably use a little Kristen S Dry Working Texture Spray, just to give it a bit more grit and grip.
So, I washed my hair yesterday, and, this is very abnormal for me, but I blew it dry because I was in a rush.
Yeah.
And then I curled it, and then I used a texture spray on it. My hair does not look very blonde in this camera.
I did not blow dry my hair. I let it air dry yesterday,
But I do have, oops, sorry.
You're good.
So I really don't like curling fresh hair.
Neither do I.
So I am glad that I have a little bit of texture spray in it from yesterday. And I'm just gonna brush everything out because it is naughty.
So the tool that I love is the Hot Tools 1 1/4 inch ceramic clipless wand. It has an on and off switch. It also has a temperature dial, so you can turn it from 280 to 430. I usually turn it to about 400. And one of my favorite things about it is that it has a swivel base, so you don't have to worry about what angle you're coming from. This will move with you.
I have a very similar situation happening, except mine is not ceramic. Mine is a Pro Beauty Tools. It is an extra long barrel. I don't remember how long, but it has the cool tip to make it easier.
Same.
The little foot to keep it up off of your sink or your table or whatever. And then mine goes from 300 to 430, and I crank that
sucker up.
Crank this lady up to 430. I do. It's not good. You're not supposed to do that, but I do it. And I think the main thing that I've learned recently is that I was over curling my hair.
Yeah.
I was curling too much of my hair, and so it wasn't getting that nice sort of like unkempt. Yeah, it was looking like curled, which I still have a habit of doing just because I've been doing it so long, but I'm just trying to take less sections. I found that the ideal amount of sections for me is like 11 sections.
Okay, I don't count.
That's not mouth right. That's 13 sections.
But we both split our hair in half in the beginning, and we work on the bottom layer first.
Yes.
And then we divide that into two and curl one side of our head and then the other. I'm gonna be...
You alternate.
I alternate
switch sides.
Yeah, I alternate directions.
I do not usually. So, okay, so I'm gonna take my barrel and I'm gonna put it in my right hand when I'm doing the left side of my head. And I'm gonna put it behind the curl.
Yes.
And lay it flat. And then I'm gonna keep out like the last couple inches. And a thing that I've been doing is actually
wiggling, yeah.
my wand
Yep.
down towards my hand. And like kind of stretching it and like twisting.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll move it back down because it wants to ride up. And I'll do that. And then I'll just sort of touch it with my finger when it's hot. When it is hot to the touch, I will let it off the barrel into my hand and then just sort of like pat, pat, pat.
Yep.
While it dries.
It is easier for me to show you my technique when I get to the top layer because this bottom layer is so short and I don't really pay that much attention to it. I'm just trying to give most of my hair a little bit of volume and movement at this point.
Neither of us are using a mirror right now. We are using a viewfinder, so
it's tricky.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very small. So there's my second section. So my whole bottom layer of my hair, I'm going to be doing in 2 sections per side.
Oh my God, wait.
I'm going to lay it and I'm putting it back behind, wrapping it as flat as possible, just burn my knuckle, and then leaving out this tail. And so I'll sort of go up towards the root and then pull it out. And actually, I will say, people have started moving away from using wands and they started using curling irons.
I do want to get a clipped curling iron that's ceramic. I have one that's metal and I hate it. It does not glide through my hair.
Right, I did buy a curling, yeah, burnt myself 430 degrees, bitches. I bought a curling iron and I tried to use it on just like a regular day when I was trying to get ready for something. And it takes, like, I have to remember how to do it. And I didn't have time that day and I like never tried it again. I need to like work with it on a day where I'm not in a rush.
Was it ceramic? What did you say?
I don't think it was. Actually.
Yeah, I need to get one because
so there's ceramic. That's the curl I just dropped. So I'm just gonna sort of hold it up in my hand.
a ceramic wand just glides nicer. It's supposed to be better for your hair, not as damaging.
But
it's
also,
fucking heat on your head though.
But I also think ceramic doesn't collect. Mine, this isn't, actually, this one hasn't either. Ceramic ones don't collect as much hair product on them, I think.
That's true.
Like, they don't get sticky the way that metal ones tend to.
Yeah.
But I think I also haven't really been using hair products that are sticky.
True. So my bottom layer is done. This is the shortest part of my hair, so the hair on top will cover it. Again, I just wanted to give it more volume and movement, a little bit of wave. After I'm finished with this section, I leave it. I don't touch it, I don't spray it, I don't run my fingers through it, and I go to my top section.
This is when I put my hair in my mouth.
And then I find where I want to part my hair. I have sectioned my hair off into two again by where I part my hair. And I'm clipping that one really cutely out of the way. And so then I'm going to work on this section, which I gotta say, with no mirror, this is quite tricky. Okay, so I'm working with this section of hair. Okay, so I start from the back and I work toward the front. And when I get to this section of hair, I alternate the direction of the curl. So for the bottom layer, I curl them all away from my face. Top layer, I do both. Some away, some toward, except for the face framing pieces. Those always go away from your face, always, because otherwise you're looking a little, what was the bratty girl in Little House on the Prairie?
Oh, I don't know. Next, okay, so on the, because I part my hair to the side.
Same.
So the section on my right side of my head is significantly smaller because that's where my part falls. So I'm just gonna pull down the hair on my right side and then tie everything else back up. So again, I'm just gonna section, I'm gonna run my hands through it because I've already brushed it. Just checking, make sure I'm not leaving anything behind.
Sometimes I will brush the piece depending on, oops, sorry, if it's really ratty. And this one I'm gonna curl towards. So I'm putting the barrel in front and I'm wrapping.
So this is
the opposite direction.
This is my whole top section.
And like Caitlin, I leave a little bit of the tail out. Not as much as her because my hair is shorter, so it would look kind of weird. And I hold it for about 10 seconds probably.
Oh, lost that one. Ooh.
Release it into my hand and gently let go. So it looks a little ringletty in the beginning.
Just wait. Trust
the process.
This top layer I'm gonna do in two sections. That's it. And I'm just gonna hold it flat. Put the curling one behind. And then.
And now I'm gonna curl away from my face. So I put the barrel behind the hair. Dun, dun, dun.
Beauties.
Again, we're not professionals. It took a lot of time to kind of perfect this, and now we just do it without thinking, so it can be kind of hard to tell you what we're doing.
But also that implies that we perfected it. I fuck my hair up on a regular basis.
Oh.
Okay, holding it hot, literally hot. Have you ever used the glove that comes with wands?
No,
Same.
but maybe we should because we burn ourselves.
I burn myself all the time. I think I've already burned myself like 3 times. And actually, if you look at my hands, I have like little curling wand burns.
You definitely burn yourself more than me.
Yeah, I do. I'm clumsy though.
Oh, so am I. I run into shit all the time on a daily basis. You should see the bruises on my legs from my bed.
I cut my fingers off.
So does Mike.
Does he?
All the time.
I've never been here when he's done it.
Oh my god, I remember picking the tip of his finger off the knife. It was in a vlog. It was in a Christmas vlog.
Oh yeah, because
I like showed the camera the tip of his finger. Okay, and then I've got like 2 more sections here. And remember what I said about always curling these hairs away from your face? That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, I forgot we're Ubering there too.
Yeah. And I pick up kind of different size sections. I feel like that works best and it looks a little bit more natural. I mean, obviously my hair is straight. It has a little bit of kink and wave to it, but it's not wavy like perfectly.
This other side is significantly thicker because I just have more hair on that side because of the part. So I'm gonna do this in 2 sections. And I'm just gonna whoop, run my hand on it. Oh, that didn't work. And then I'm gonna end up with like a mohawk in the middle. And I prefer like an alligator clip to keep this hair out of the way, but I just don't have one with me, so.
Okay, so I've got that done. And like Caitlin, I'm onto the section that's thicker. So it will take a few more minutes. Push it out. We're both using wet brushes. We've talked about them a bunch. They're our favorites. Okay. And then you just repeat the process all over your whole damn head. And I will probably let my curls set while I'm getting dressed.
Oh yeah, I will wait until the very last minute to like brush mine out. Sometimes like my baby hairs up by my face don't end up curled if I try to do too big of a section. Ouch. Ha ha ha, that curl came off. Wicked hot.
Really?
Yeah, almost 430 degrees. Okay. Okay. 2.
Thanks.
Oh, forgot to. Okay, and then for my this like very top piece, I usually do it in 3 chunks. So there's my back chunk, and that's usually pretty big. I don't really like screw around with that one.
I don't count how many sections I do. I just, because all my piece sizes vary.
I started counting because I just knew that I was doing too many, and then all of a sudden I started doing like very few comparatively to how I used to do it. Mac is so quiet down there playing with himself.
Mac?
Yeah. Down there entertaining himself on his own.
He's watching the Masters. Who are you kidding?
He's watching golf?
He loves the Masters.
Why?
Don't ask me. I didn't know this until yesterday.
He's been doing it in secret all these years?
I guess. Okay, so I'm down to my like last 2 sections here.
Yep, I need one more.
And then, you know, the chances of us getting it perfect the first time are very slim to none.
Yeah, so we'll keep like 1 iron on.
Yeah.
To do touch-ups if we see a spot.
Okay, and last one. Where? All of you. Get over here. Okay.
Okay, this is the part where I usually burn my forehead. So
Really?
No, it's actually the other side.
Okay, and
Let's let that one off the barrel very nicely.
we are done. Did we
Done.
finish at the same time?
Uh-huh.
How cool. How perfect. So at this point, I look kind of like Shirley Temple-y. Oh,
Honesty.
oh God.
Whatever, it's a borrow.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, so right now, I mean, they are like curled.
Ringlets.
But we're just gonna let them cool while we put on our clothes. And then right before we leave the house, we'll shake it out, brush
Shake
it
it
out, fuck it up,
Buck it up, buck it up, buck it up.
and then spray it to the gods.
I don't use that much hairspray, to be honest.
I use quite a bit of texture spray, not
Yeah.
that much hairspray.
So that's what we do. There's like nothing fancy about it.
So we're gonna turn you off, and we're gonna go get dressed.
We're gonna turn you off and we're gonna get turned on.
And then we gonna turn it up,
We'll show you our outfits.
and we'll put our lipstick on.
Yep.
And then we'll be done.
Okay, we'll see you in a few.
See you in a jiff.
Okay, we have to be really snappy because our car is gonna be here in just a minute, but yes, Caitlin and I are wearing the same dress. in case you were wondering.
Yep, same dress, 2 ways.
Styled
pretty
very
much.
differently.
Yep.
What's on your lips?
This is Charlotte Tilbury Red Carpet Red.
And this is Bare Minerals Flash.
Oh, I didn't even know you had that. But yeah.
I showed it to you the other day. I bought it. That's it. But these are our faces. Thank you so much for
And our
watching.
hairs. Our faces and our hairs.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next video. We always appreciate you guys tuning in every week to watch us.
Yeah, we do. We do. Give us a thumbs up.
Like, comment, subscribe. Watch our last video. Watch our next video.
Watch all the videos.
What she said.
We'll see you at the loft.
See you at the loft. Bye.